Their West, and we've got time for a
Thanks very much.
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. Well, tonight a battle between two very talented front courts, Doris. This could get pretty physical.
Well, this is a night, Kevin, to me, where the officials could dictate the level of physicality. They know that both teams have big, burly guys up front, that these guys like to engage physically, and so how is the game officiated? Particularly at the start, that could set the tone for what could be a cage match.
Personally, do you like those kind of games, Doris?
I like a certain level of physicality, Kevin. I do think that we've cleaned up the perimeter game. I think officiating is such a nuanced deal that the best officials understand innately how something should be called.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Durant against Ingles. The offensive rebound. Pass to Cousins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Cousins has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Warriors. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Ingles in at the three. Now, here's Mitchell. Clock at 6. Stolen by Thompson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Durant, no good. Favors attacking. Here's Rubio. Off target from three-point range. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Thompson kicks to Green. Curry looking around. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Outside for Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
My goodness, the pure shooting stroke of Steph Curry. It's the envy of every NBA player.
Outside Favors. Rubio finds Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Curry against Rubio. Fires from deep. And Joe Ingles hits from deep. Ingles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Beyond the arc. And the Jazz, another 3.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Now here's Curry. He had 25 points last game. Durant kicks to Thompson. For the 3. Utah with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, the defense better take notice because you can't let guys get comfy shooting from their spots.
Durant with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell against Thompson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Gobert. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. The pass to Rubio. From deep. And the Jazz, another 3.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Curry dishes to Durant. Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Mitchell outside. Knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Rubio taking his time here. He kicks it to Ingles. 5 to shoot. Back to Rubio. The offensive rebound. Pass to Ingles. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Mitchell passes to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in. Golden State on D. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Passes to Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Outside Durant. Lets it go from 14.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles is he understands angles defensively and he will compete.
The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin, becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
Rubio finds Favors. Now, here's Ingles, guarded by Curry. Ingles can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Curry. Knocked away. Back to Jerebko. To the middle. Over Ingles. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. That's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. Shoots over Curry, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his second basket of the night. Curry passes to Jerebko. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trailed by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Thompson. Clock at 4. From deep. New 24 for Utah. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Kevin Durant. Averaging about 27 points a game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Now Cousins. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Curry kicks to Durant. Here's Cousins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Favors finds Rubio. Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Now here's Thompson. A 29-point game for him in the win against Miami. Curry against Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jerebko. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 6. The Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Rubio, the pass to Ingles. Kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Gobert. Now Ingles. 6 points for him. Rebounded by Jerebko.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Klay Thompson is second.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
That's good from Jerebko. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team owners?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made? What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in blocks, second in rebounding. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Three-pointer, Crowder. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Stolen. Livingston with it. O'Neal's there. Livingston, no luck. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 8-point game. Rubio outside. Pass to Korver. From the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Cook missing.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
O'Neal misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Iguodala outside. Here is Cook, covered by Rubio. 6 to shoot. Here's Looney. Warriors the rebound. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Jay Crowder.
What's up?
Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Now here's Korver. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Jerebko, defended by Gobert. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
Jazz trail by 13. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. And Rubio kicks to Korver. Back to Rubio. To end the cold streak. Offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Beyond the arc. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Jerebko. Iguodala's got 5.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Rubio outside. He kicks it to Korver. Gobert with it. He's against Jerebko. Passes it to Sefolosha. And the shot goes in. Cephalosha's got his first basket of the night. Warriors leading by 14. Here is Cook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jerebko can't get it to go. Jazz shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Rubio with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Livingston passes to Cook. Shoots over Rubio. And it's Cook missing. The 3 from Sefolosha. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
You know, Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala and Green, the duo at forward. Livingston is out there with Cook, and it's Looney in at the center, locking down the middle. Iguodala. The shot that time, not on target. Korver with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 14. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Jazz. Cook kicks it to Looney. Iguodala against Korver. Pass to Cook. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Korver for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Korver's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert sets himself apart on the defensive end. I once had a coach tell me, Rudy Gobert is a defense unto himself. The shot blocking, the shot altering, and one of the best rebounders in the game.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. After the Warriors pick up 3, Sefolosha kicks to Korver. The Jazz working the ball around now. O'Neal passes to Sefolosha. Rubio outside. From beyond the arc. And Looney sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Mitchell, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Warriors leading by 12. And Doris with Gobert in his defense. It goes beyond the shot block.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin, way beyond the shot blocking. That reach bothers enough shots that even when he doesn't block it, he's a problem.
Here is Cook. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Utah calls timeout. Well, Doris, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency. There's a lot of confusion. And I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. Kevin Durant's checked in for Cook. Sefolosha with it. Releases. The Jazz with another miss. Warriors leading by 14. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, DA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Looney. Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And there's Green on the assist by Durant. Green's got his first points of the night.
Really hard work from Draymond Green on that bucket, but that's what we've come to expect.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
And he makes the first.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
And Mitchell drops them both.
To me, guys, Donovan Mitchell gives evidence and credence to the notion that drafting players is more art than science. Think about it. This guy taken 13th. Not much was expected. But all of last year, he was neck and neck in the heat of the Rookie of the Year talk.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Well, Thompson's frame may be lean, but make no mistake, he's got great strength, and he powers through the shot.
O'Neal kicks to Favors. Mitchell with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Favors passes to Mitchell. Over Curry. The pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Sefolosha. Defended by Durant. From outside the arc. And it's Mitchell missing. And with Mitchell being slept on, motivated him into Doris a great rookie season.
Well, Jimmy Butler said Mitchell plays with a chip on his shoulder, and I'll tell you, he does seem to have that me against the world approach. And whatever his motivation, Kevin, it's working.
Now, here's Mitchell. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Well, don't you love how Derek Favors goes right into the contact? This guy's not afraid to be whacked because he's so strong.
And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And that one falls for Favors.
I got to tell you, Kev, I love watching Derek Favors play the game. I think this guy's reliable, and he still has a ton of upside.
The Jazz making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. The All-Star break is coming up. This has got to be a welcome pause, Doris, for teams that are struggling and still finding their way.
I think a lot of those teams hope that this is an opportunity to regroup, maybe a little time for introspection, what's working, what things have not worked for us. If there's a big problem, we can fix it, and if not, hey, perhaps it's time for change.
Now, here is O'Neal, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Utah calls timeout. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Warriors.
And this is a high-powered offense today, clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball, just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Ingles against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Shoots over Curry. And it's off the back rim, no good.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Here's Thompson. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Favors against Curry. Here's Cousins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Jazz trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. O'Neal against Thompson. 5 on the clock. And here's Ingles outside. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Curry finds Green. It's Durant on the wing. Over Mitchell. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
Jazz trail by 16. O'Neal passes to Favors. Mitchell with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Back to Mitchell. From 12 feet out. Off the left rim and out.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Here's Thompson, and it's Golden State with another.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Shoots over Cousins. Favors can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 18. Outside Durant over Ingles. And it's Durant missing.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
Ingles dishes to O'Neal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
First one falls for him. And Doris, the Warriors' 6-year playoff run tying their record set in the first 6 years of the franchise's existence.
That's when they were playing back in Philadelphia. And just to give you a little more context, only 3 of those seasons did they have a winning record. Make no mistake, this is the golden era of Warriors basketball.
O'Neal hits them both. Many had wondered if the Jazz would rebuild after they lost Hayward. Turns out they just, Doris, reloaded.
Now give the Jazz organization from the top down a ton of credit, because after losing Gordon Hayward, they didn't mope or feel sorry for themselves. They got a bona fide star in Donovan Mitchell in the draft. And this is a team that's got talent in the post-Hayward era, and they are going to be a factor.
Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Crowder goes in. There's the 3. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Mitchell against Curry. Thompson looking for an opening. That's tipped. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Favors, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
In that game against the Clippers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And that one falls for Favors.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Utah. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Now, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Now here's Favors. Nice D from Cousins.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Mitchell. Thompson finds Cousins. Golden State moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And the shot falls short this time. Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Over Favors. The shot by Curry, no good.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Mitchell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Mitchell's got 6.
Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Jerebko, the pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Listen, you've got to be aware of Klay Thompson at the rim. I know he can shoot from range, but this guy's got size and finishing ability.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Mitchell with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Mitchell against Curry. And it's Cousins with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Utah, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Well, looking at this Warriors team, some say the best offensive team in NBA history. Doris, would you agree?
I don't necessarily love comparing over eras. What I would say is they've got one of the best pure scorers ever in Kevin Durant, 2 all-time great shooters in Klay and Steph, and then Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking bigs we've ever seen. I'll tell you, they'd compete with just about anybody. Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Livingston kicks to Cook. Pass to Looney. Lets it go. Rebound, Utah. Korver's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Korver dishes to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cook looking it over. Shoots. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Mitchell outside. Misses from short range.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors lead by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, KD owned the first half, but we suspected that might happen. He's had everything he's needed to be great for a long time. But that first championship, it just gave him more confidence to the best player possibly on the planet.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Picturesque Lake Merritt, the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So it's Utah now, down by 15. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. And it's Rubio in at the 1. Now here's Gobert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. The shot missing. Great tee that time from Curry. Green inside the three-point line. Misses off the right iron. Jazz trail by 15. Favors finds Ingles. And the 3 off target. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Thompson on target from 13 feet. Thompson's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors.
Klay Thompson so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
Well, David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path. You know, when you're the Utah Jazz, you've got to look at the trades that have been made the last couple of seasons. Ricky Rubio and Jay Crowder both fit stylistically into both the offensive and defensive schemes. Both of these players provided major minutes for this ball club.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And doors for the Jazz in their trades. They've had a streak of coming out on top.
Well, to me, the front office deserves probably more praise than they've gotten. Not only for finding players in the draft, but also identifying players who are probably undervalued and who fit into the system that they're trying to play. It's what has kept a smaller market team like the Utah Jazz competitive for so long.
Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3-and-D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
That free throw good from Thompson.
You can see the bind a defender is in when trying to check Klay Thompson. He's a lights-out shooter, which means you have to close. But the other thing is you don't want to foul him too much, guys, because he's a knockdown free throw shooter, too.
Both good from the line that time. Here is Rubio. 5 points in the game. Kicks to Gobert. The dish now to Mitchell. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Ingles finds Gobert. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Ingles.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far. Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
Now here's Curry. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Here is Durant. It's a 13-point game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his 1st foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Sefolosha's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Durant, that's good.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because the scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Utah calls timeout. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. But take a look at the Warriors. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Utah Jazz. They're 6th in the conference.
And I think for the Jazz, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here's Curry. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Doesn't go for him. And there's the pass to Sefolosha. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, improving his passing over the years, this is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or two in the offseason.
Thabo Sefolosha up there in age, Doris, now, but still very much a nuisance on defense.
You're right, Kevin. He's got those long arms to bother shots. He doesn't fall for a lot of fakes, sticks with his man through screens. This guy's versatile enough to guard 2s and 3s. Plenty to like with Thabo.
One shot, gentlemen.
Now here's Durant. He's got 14. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Now, here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. Pass to Rubio. He kicks it to Favors. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Donovan Mitchell. 16th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's one of the better steal guys in the league, constantly getting his hands in there. As a ball handler, you have to respect him at all times. Curry against Rubio. Thompson for the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mitchell banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 16.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. That shot off. Good D by Mitchell. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Sefolosha passes to Gobert. Bounce pass, Rubio. Here's Favors. Kicks it out to Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They led by as many as 18 points. And that one drops. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Passes to Gobert. In the corner, Sefolosha with it. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. Royce O'Neal comes in for Ricky Rubio. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Crowder against Green. Pass to Curry. Dishes it to Thompson. Lock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And that's good for 2. Thompson's got 15.
Well, no matter what else he does, Klay Thompson will always be known for his scoring. There are plenty of other things he does on the court to contribute, but scoring is his number 1 job.
Now here is Sefolosha. 8 points for him. Back to O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How impressive is the catch-and-shoot game of Donovan Mitchell? I'll tell you, you better be there on the catch or he's going to make you look silly.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go. Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the 2nd round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And both free throws good for Green.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Korver against Durant. Outside Korver. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
And here's Iguodala outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 8 points for Andre Iguodala.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
Now, here is O'Neal. He has 7. And the officials call a traveling violation. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Durant.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Durant at the elbow. Fades and shoots, and the bank shot is good. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
O'Neal dishes to Korver. Another miss by Utah. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Green. It's good. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends. I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target. It has to be perfectly placed. Really pretty.
Now, here's Livingston. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot's good by Durant.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific finding the open man.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Korver against Durant. This one for three. Korver, no luck. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Looney with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jazz trail by 20. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Korver against Durant. Korver finds Crowder. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Iguodala. And the pass to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. Misses off the left iron.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot. Well, I think one of the things that strikes you about Quinn Snyder is whatever is at his disposal in terms of players, he makes great use of it. He loses Gordon Hayward, dealt with a ton of injuries, and yet the Jazz are always competitive.
And a large part of why the Jazz stay competitive is Snyder's creativity.
Right, he calls his system advantage basketball. They're trying to make the most of screens and cuts to give a player an advantage on the catch. I'll tell you, that turns good players into very good players.
That one is off.
Kevin Durant is an absolute nightmare for defenses. And if you're the opposing coach and he starts to take over, you've got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this guy?
Quinn Cook's checked in for the Warriors. And a switcher also for Utah. Ingles is checked in. Good on the second free throw. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Pass to O'Neal. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Passes it to Mitchell. Back to Ingles. Lets it go with a three. No good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Here's Mitchell. The Warriors making the shot. O'Neal passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell outside. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Cans it from downtown. Crowder's got himself on the board with three there.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying one step ahead of the defense.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by O'Neal. It's stolen by Gobert. Out left to the wing. Utah the rebound.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game. He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Cook kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Ingles. And even 3-on-3 break. Three-pointer, Crowder. It's rebounded by Livingston. And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Cook. With one on the clock. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Well, that's outstanding execution, Greg. You always want to get the last shot of the quarter, which is precisely what they did there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Iguodala, Cook out there with Livingston. Then there's Jerebko, and it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here is Cook. Cans it from short range. Cook's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Rubio finds Gobert. Now Mitchell. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Now here's Iguodala. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about, since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jerebko. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. And he can't hit the second. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those three stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. The success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Mitchell. And there's the pass to Rubio. Thompson against Mitchell. Back to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
They get it again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
Now here's Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in. And he's good on the second. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Cephalosha kicks to Neto. Nice ball movement by Utah. Allen with it. Evans picks him up. And it's Neto in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Udo. And here's Cephalosha for 3.
Boy, that's gritty work being done at the defensive end by Steph Curry. Stays with his man, not letting him get off a clean look.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Udo. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Passes it to Bell. Now here's Evans. Five on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
Now here is Cephalosha. A 3-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Good work there as it goes.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
And Utah has possession. The Warriors making the shot. from downtown. No good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Bell passes to Looney. Curry on the wing. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Udoh.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Allen kicks to Udoh. Also, often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
Utah's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Evans missing. Utah shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Allen finds Sefolosha. And it's Neto in the corner. And the rejection by Curry.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
So both teams making some changes here. And here are the Warriors now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here is Cook, guarded by Korver. Livingston passes to Looney. And the shot goes down.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Neto. He dishes it to Korver. Allen outside. Back to Korver. On the wing, Sefolosha. He's covered by Iguodala. Clock at 6. For 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Sefolosha with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. And Looney sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And here is Sefolosha. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Jerebko. Kicks it to Cook. Pass to Livingston. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Free throw good, Livingston.
What's extraordinary to me is Shaun Livingston nearly didn't have an NBA career because of that horrific injury. But how about the ability to overcome that and be a key part of a team? Truly extraordinary.
And the Warriors making a change here. Cousins is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Utah shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Udoh down low. Cousins is there. Sefolosha kicks to Korver. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Cephalosha from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Livingston's got 5 rebounds tonight. Iguodala outside from 13. Cousins, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kevin, that's what you call textbook form and release. Kyle Korver makes shooting look like an art form.
Now Livingston. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. Think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
Here is Korver. The Warriors making the shot. Allen kicks to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. Back to Allen. Three-pointer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Allen dishes to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Neto, the pass to Udo. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. That's good from Cook. Second free throw, no good. To the middle, Iguodala with the steal. Here is Cook. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's good from Cook. He hits both from the stripe. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.